This your boy Aziz Unchained. Welcome back to the OYSPodcast EP 78.
78.
Let's get it.
Ronnie Stanley number.
Sure.
Thank you.
It was a good man. Shout out to Ronnie Stanley. How you been, the big dog? Talk to me. Come on.
I'm beat, bro. I'm tired, bro. Listen, this is Rico Hendricks, Rico Blunt. I'm very exhausted. It's 2 a.m, East Coast time, Eastern Standard Time.
Stop it. Cap, as the kids say, cap. He's capping.
Have you used cap lately?
Nah, I'm not a big cap guy.
Yeah, I wish I was. I love when people be like, nah, that's cap. That's that shit, though. If nigga pick cap on you, I like that shit, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Fee. Fee good with the cap emojis.
Oh, the niggas! Shout out to niggas that's good with emojis. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not good at any emoji.
Fee, shout out to Fee. He the innovator or the inventor of the tomato emoji and the tomato meme.
Oh yeah, that's a good
that
one.
shit's been very popular, and I took it over. You know, when somebody, it's almost like when AB invented put the shit on dance, and everybody think it's what's his name from the Rockets dance. Because he made it popular in Memphis.
Fucked up. Yeah, I didn't know about that one. That's fucked up.
So that's the type of shit I be doing. Nah. Somebody invents something and I make it. You know what I mean?
Yo, that hoodie makes you seem like you got no neck, bro. That shit is. Yeah,
I got to tuck. I'm cold. You know what I'm saying? I got to get warmed up in here. Got to try to get this my coziness right here. This is also an Amazon hoodie, so it's like one of those. Like, it's cheap, but something gonna come off. Like,
it's one of
those. So with this
I'm
one,
a fan of Amazon hoodies though, so I can't.
I'm a fan of the cheap stuff, but like, you know what I mean? Like, same thing I did when I ordered mad gym shirts, fire graphic shirts, but neck loopy neck.
Oh,
not V. Now you just
let's just start.
Droopy,
let's just start the pod
because
all that talking makes me think about my shit that got me tight and shit that got me geek.
Real quick, before we get into that. Was there any other slang that came out that you refused to use? Like one that I think of was Tatiana. What? Thought?
I don't even know if
that's Tatiana's the new version, but
one.
when Thought came out, yeah, when the Chicago, because you wasn't outside at that time when Chief Keef and them was using Thought, hated it. I refused to use the word.
I used Thought a lot. Hell no, I'm a Thought.
Refused to use Thought a lot.
That was a good word because I don't want to be called a hoe. I don't want to call nobody else a hoe, or I don't, or the word slut. Slut is tough. So just to say thought, and you know what that means, that's fire.
Me in my older age, that's what I started to realize. It's easier in the tongue than calling somebody. Either way, you know what I mean. But I just want to give you a heads up. You know, production wise, I know you tired. You know what I'm saying. You got the low energy. Just make sure you speak into the mic. Speak with your chest. Make sure the quality is great. Let these people get what they came for, all right? Let's get
Shut
it.
Shut your thought ass up, nigga. What you talking about?
Ow.
Yo, shit that got me geeked. It's a new year next week. Inshallah, we make it.
Yeah, by the time y'all hear this, Happy New Year's, you know, happy wishes, resolutions, all that shit that people be doing.
Do you have one?
But we talked about it.
Already
episodes ago.
I'll be listening to your bitch ass. But my shit is, I'm back in the gym, going crazy. 2 days today. I feel amazing. I feel like my body is changed. I feel really good. But the shit that got me
tight. Now you
tight,
made me insecure about this neck.
yeah, you stupid. The shit that got me tight is, I don't care how many years I work out. I don't have gym clothes. And I purchase gym clothes. Like, it don't make sense. It feels like anything I buy just doesn't feel good for a gym session. The only time I feel really good in gym session is if I'm wearing really big clothes. So does that make it seem like I'm insecure about my body?
You definitely are. I know for sure you've always had the insecurity for your Kevin Durant calves.
That's another thing because I'm not going to the gym. Yeah. I always have Nikes. What you call it? The tights on.
Yeah, the leggings. Yeah. Which I get it.
Yeah,
I definitely get that. But clothes is weird because the gym I go to, man, and bear in mind, I go to a gym that's by the Nike headquarters, but they be in there with SBs, Travis Scott's on. Like, I'm talking about, it's a fashion show in there.
Okay, yeah, that's also, I switched gyms to work out my nigga Ray Dewan. It was supposed to be a West, but a West hasn't been there ever. Been there once. And then next time I see him, he lost in fantasy. That's another story. But that I feel like with this gym, we're going damn near 6 days a week. So I got a lot of clothes that look like each other. So I'm like, yo, I don't want niggas to be thinking I wear the same shit, but I'm one of them niggas that purchase the same shit if I like it. So,
Right.
so like yo, bro. And then there's niggas that got Chuck Taylors on. They got Travis sometimes, not Travis, but Nike shoes that you shouldn't be wearing for the gym that I don't think.
Right.
But they got it. But I think their body makes it look good. So I think I'm probably insecure about my body, but really, I just don't got clothes.
That's not true. I think you got some of those fits that they be throwing in there. The difference is
I don't wear them.
Some of these, it's not, the gym is not what we think or what it used to be. The gym is really a social event now. Like I'm telling you, I don't know how it is with the one you go to, but I'm talking about the gym I go to. I'm talking about folks come in there, friends come in there, 6, 7 deep.
Okay.
They got their fits on.
Okay.
They snapping. They recording.
So what I'm having a problem with, it's not the outfit. It's getting used to the different gym, because that's what this gym is. My old gym, I didn't give a fuck what I was wearing, and nobody cared. But these niggas, these niggas out here slapping niggas up, conversating, talking about, hey man, what's your pump looking like? How you feeling? That type. So I feel what you're saying. I don't fuck with the gym. I'm switching back.
I'm 100% with you, because you know me. I don't care. I've always been a sweatpants, hoodie type of dude. Like I used to go in there, rip shirts, rip hoodies.
Yep,
it doesn't matter.
Yep.
But this gym that I go to now, you're 100% right. You start to think like, man, like, am I underdressed in here? Even though you're in the gym. But the truth is, like, it's really the social media wave in terms of folks recording and just posting and what the gym means to a lot of these younger kids is like, it's a social event now. So they throwing on the best fits. I think there was a dude in the gym the other day. He had the Pushaisi on. Pushaisi mask, literally hitting curls. Pushaisi, all matching his Nikes, lime green. But I you know, the funny part about that, we'll get into it, but I'm really trying to get one. Like I know I'll probably miss that wave.
You look fucking horrible.
I probably missed that wave, but I want to see how I look with it. But no, it's you. I think where you are in regards to, you know, the dress code and where you
my nigga Ray Dwan said, "Yo, we going crazy today." That nigga came with a Supreme shirt.
Yeah,
I said, "What the?"
Yeah, it's different. It's different. People throwing on the fit, but I think also, I mean, the body type matters though.
It might be too though.
Like you these folks are probably at a level in their fitness journey that they look good in these clothes and they want to come out there and just be like, "Yeah, check me out in this outfits and shit."
But I also, if I wear a t-shirt and I see my body, I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
So I don't like that motivation.
Yeah.
Personally, for some reason. But it's opposite for other people. I like to look like, damn, I look like shit. So I come with Pater clothes. I'm fucking up my mind. I like it. Go ahead. What you guys think? You ain't believe nothing I just said.
No, I worked out with you, so I understand where you're coming from. But it's different nowadays. It's
different nowadays. You got to come with that shit on sometimes.
You gonna fuck, yeah, but you gonna mess up trying to catch up to these young fellas.
Yeah.
Like we get to that age where stay in your lane, young old man, stay in your lane.
I guess.
But hopefully either way, hopefully your workouts are good. You know what I'm saying? You talking about you tired and shit.
But next year I'm trying to switch. I'm trying to look good in February. I have this problem where February I look obese every year. Like February is my time I look terrible. So I'm trying to look good, but I've been having amazing snacks the last couple weeks. So I'm trying to cut that shit out, bro.
Yeah, there's nothing that beats a cold winter and good food and snacks at home. Like you in the crib, stuck in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got to get ready for Houston. So
I think I'll be ready. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right.
So.
Say less. Shit that got me tight. To be honest, shit that got me tight, man. It's really it's long form. You know, I be telling long stories, so I'm gonna really try to keep it short. But it's when somebody tries you, bro. Like you ever?
Nah, they ain't try you, bro. Nah.
You would be surprised.
Yo, make this story long. Make this story long. I want to hear it.
I'll tell you. I wake up one morning, right? I wake up one morning, you know, and there's nothing. You talked about this a couple of episodes ago when you talked about how do you know someone's character, or when do you find out somebody's character? Like, is it in the beginning of a friendship, or like, do you learn over time? I don't know if you remember this. We talked about this a couple episodes ago, but one of the things that I've learned too is like a friendship can go so smooth and you don't know that one thing that that'll fuck up the friendship until it happens, right? So for me, in my experience, it's money, right? So in this situation, I wake up one morning, you know, and I get a text. It says, "Congratulations to the two people in the playoffs, in the championship," right? So I get this text, right? And all that, the first thing that popped in my head was, this dude is trying me, all right? Right? And if you don't know by now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm talking about Mr. Rico Blunt, right? You know, we put in an extra little couple dollars, you know, for the toilet bowl. But I'm going to make this story short. You know, Rico said, hey, we got the two people in the championship with no type of explanation. In my head, I said, this is where me and Rico friendship ends. Because he's trying to rob me of my money, right? With no explanation, he basically about to tell me that I lost my money without no prior, you know, update or information. And when I asked for some explanation, he told me, shut the fuck up. It's over for you, right? In my head, fantasy was thrown out the window. It was a man-to-man type of situation, right? It wasn't even about the game. It was about the principle. Because somebody tried to take my money and saying, hey, you ain't getting your shit back, Debo style, right? So shit that got me tight. The whole idea here, the premise is essentially when somebody tries you. And for a second there, I really thought you was trying me. And I was really trying to think in my head, like, how do I approach this situation? Do I let a friend of mine, you know, someone that I consider a close friend for probably 15 plus years, that I really would put hands on you if you don't send my $20 back. But Am I overreacting? You know what I mean? And it's funny because when I called you, like, are you serious? you really confused on why you ain't make the championship? And in my head, I said, oh, he was really trying to take my money from me. So the essence of this conversation.
Yo, hold on. Now I gotta think about this. Yo, you did call me.
I was pressed. I'm trying to tell you, I was tight. See, as the man I'm confrontational, but I'm also non-confrontational. I will confront something with, you know, jokes and try to massage the situation.
Right.
But I be really mad, and I'm really known to be the funny guy. So
I think it's important for you to know yourself. That is a great observation of yourself.
1,000%. So in this situation, it was awkward because it's like I'm really excited for next year's draft, and we're making plans, but also like, it's more than just, you know, risking the draft for next year. I'm about to punch this motherfucker in the face.
Niggas might get beat up at the draft.
You know what I mean? So, but, you know, as the man as I am, like I said, I'm confrontational, but non-confrontational. I made the call. We took care of the situation.
Made the call during his 25-minute lunch break.
Yeah.
He was making food. Like, he tried to get this over with before he couldn't eat. Before he got this over with.
By the way, my pride was intact. Not only because I felt like somebody was trying to rob me, but I just got off the phone the night before talking bad shit, as if I was gonna win this money out this pot, and you was basically me look goofy in two ways. So I just want to say, man, I love you, bro. We're going into the New Year's. I forgive you for putting me in that situation. I'm glad we resolved it, and I'm glad I didn't have to put my hands on you, man. But shout out to the folks that's in the championship in a fantasy league, in a toilet bowl, and just a classic, you know, a classic. Fuck you to you, Zach, bro. Just in case you listen to this, fuck you, Zach. But that's the shit that got me tight, long-witted version.
I love it, man. You know, I love it, bro.
I had to express myself to the people. And if you're going through some shit with your friends, approach it head on, man. Approach it head on. Approach it head on. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, Big Rico. Let's get into it. It's going to be a sports-heavy podcast, which is totally fine because it is what it is. Nothing in the news, nothing crazy going on.
That's a good one.
But before we get into sports, you know, I want to talk about this Dr. Umar, you know, which is dope, being on the Joe Budden podcast. It's making its round, viral clips. Everybody that listen to the podcast and watch the podcast knows Ish, who's on there, is a very debate type kind of dude. And the type of debates he has on there is close, or at least aligned to some of the things Dr. Umar says, minus and give or take some of his beliefs or whatever. But did you listen or watch that episode in full? I know you are on the Patreon. I unfortunately can't afford the Patreon, so I just listen to the free episodes. But what is your take on that episode?
The episode is really good. It's good for people like me that don't listen to Dr. Umar, so he comes to a platform that I listen to every week. So people that know Dr. Umar, listen to him, is nothing new. Same old stuff, always giving out the knowledge of the African history of the Black American. But this podcast was 5 hours.
Woo!
It was 2 parts. A lot of shit that I didn't know because the conversation I would have had on this pod is I realized that I'm not really, well, I didn't realize, but I know for sure I am not black. I'm African. I'm a Somalilander for sure. Because every issue he was talking about did not grow up in a household. Some of them, yes. That's residual of my skin color. But the issues that he is talking about from his great ancestors, whatever they call that way back in the day, of course I got some white in me because of rape. Stuff like type of situation like that type of stuff, I don't understand and that's why I was trying to tell you over the phone that in your story that you told me over the phone, I now comprehend why we think like that. It's because we don't have the history that the African American people black people that go through every day, walk every day. Like even really when it came to the cop situation. Like I understand that can happen to me because of my skin color. But these people grew up since day one knowing this can happen. This is going to happen every day for the rest of your life entirely. And Ish, the only problem with Ish argument was he got a white girlfriend. And the Snow Bunny crisis was a big issue for my man, Dr. Umar. And I can't be mad at him because the white girls be looking good with they fat asses. So I was like, I understand why Ish took that route, but my whole thing
we don't know how his girl looked like, so besides that, she is white.
I'm assuming she has an ass. What about you?
I'm gonna throw some cheeks on her. But can I touch on something?
Yeah, what do you care about it?
You made a couple of points, and I disagree, by the way. I understand, from your perspective.
But okay.
No.
This is how the podcast went. That's how it should be. I disagree.
I know because you make some factual points. But the biggest differential between by the way, this is something I've always noticed. I know you're saying you're listening to how he broke it down. You're in kind of a self-reflection or realizing what it means to be Black American versus African American, even though they use that term for everybody. Mm-hmm. I've always known this. I've always known there's kind of a different perspective from someone that's black, like was born in America, Black parents, diaspora, right? Doesn't know where they're from, doesn't know their heritage, their background. They might know somebody in their family is Jamaican. They might know somebody is Haitian. They might know somebody that's Nigerian, but they don't know where they're from. Their culture is being in America and being Black and kind of knowing whatever history they want to learn from their grandmother or whatever, right? But besides that, the American version of being Black, meaning, you speak English, you follow whatever that culture is within the social spectrum, whether you listen to hip hop, you rock the fire clothes, you speak the what's the terminology they use when you speak
dialect, the language,
the specific
the
dialect,
math.
you know what I mean, like the slang or whatever you want to call it. That's kind of that perspective, and obviously you add the other social spectrum, like having cops wanting to kill you, not having, growing up with debt, these most of these things that aligns with prejudice and stereotypes and all of that, right? But for me personally, I've always known both of those worlds. And I don't know if it's, you grew up in the hood as much as I joke with you living in Black Rock, but like for me, I've always understood both spectrums. So when you say like, hey, we can't relate to some of those things that the Black American version goes through versus what our African version. The only difference is we know where we come from, or at least we go out of our way to kind of learn our history. And obviously our parents are African, and we have just, one generation behind us, not even a generation, but like some of us were born in Kenya. Like for me, you know what I mean? So like, I disagree in that standpoint because I think no matter what, if my dumbass walked down this wrong neighborhood, I might get my ass shot. I might get locked up for somebody thinking I'm someone else.
Yeah, no,
So
my thing. Yeah, you're right on that. You're talking about. Yeah, I feel you on that. What I'm saying is, because I consider myself as black. I know I'm a Somalilander, but in America, I consider myself black.
Right.
And I was born here, so this is day one for me. So I consider myself black, but really I'm not black, bro. Nowhere near, because the history that he was giving up, I didn't learn that shit because that's not my history. That's not what I grew up from. I didn't grow up in slave. Huh?
You don't know that. You don't. Well,
no.
I'm talking about.
We didn't grow up. That's not our history. Somaliland has their own history that I know. We didn't.
But it has slavery built in the African history too.
But it's not to kill the white man. This thing it says everything. The clip that went around was Eminem. Can Eminem be the greatest rapper? One of the greatest rappers. He said, "How is a white man could be anything good in our culture?"
That's a different type of argument. That doesn't negate you from being.
But his statement of hating the white man is all from what they did.
It derived from a certain, but that's just him though. That's what I'm saying. That's a different. That's Dr. Umar marketing standpoint, and it's not to limit or minimize what he talks about.
Very educational,
but like his 1,000%. The way he looks at it or approaches this conversation is black. Like he believes in some type of form, shape. Why am I blanking all the words? He believes in segregation in a way. Like black's supposed to be with black. Mm-hmm. White's supposed to be with white, mm-hmm. Asian's supposed to be with Asian, mm-hmm. but there's elements where you will cross paths. But in terms of marriage, he doesn't believe in interracial marriage, no matter who you are with any other person. Mm-hmm. If you are within this culture, then you should be the best within this culture.
You could be mixed race. You could be mixed race. He said, because black is the deeper blood in.
Yes. So like
I don't even
think nobody is going to be at his level of. Blackness, quote unquote, right?
Yeah,
because he's at a whole different level.
He also believes, like, you're right, Black America, because he believes Africa is black. Like that's where the black is.
Pan-African black. So when he taught Pan-Africanism, he's speaking about people like you and I, right? Not everyone is going to know their history in that sense.
I'll tell you now.
There's the African history of slavery. There's the African history of just so many type of form, bro. Like the American history and how he speaks of it is deep rooted in slavery because right?
Yeah.
But obviously. You and I can't relate to that because we speak to it in a perspective
Hoyle
of
and
cultural
Abel did not know that stuff. That's what I'm trying to say.
1,000%.
But their parents has been through it. They know the history. They talk about the reason why stuff is like that. That's the only thing difference. That's the only difference I learned from the joint. But also, I am not educated about history at all. I must have skipped that class.
I mean, I know what I know, but you can't compare it to his level of knowledge. I mean, people.
I didn't even know he had that many masters of educational stuff like that. So I thought he was a comedy skit. I thought he was donations.
Yeah, but he comes off that way. See, you can easily take it as a joke, but he believes in what he says. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, some of those things. Same with Ish. Like he obviously believes in interracial marriage or dating. Like love is love in his perspective, and that's where he loses a lot of people in that argument. Is when he comes with it don't matter if you know what I mean. Like he hit
Ish with your white woman is going to benefit from your black financials more than anybody, and I was like, whew. He was like, that's gonna affect the black community. You know that, right? And then
somebody loses out in that.
Yep. And then Ish brought up, I hire more blacks than you.
Right.
I was like, oh my god, man, they going crazy on this shit.
Yeah.
But man, shout out to them, man. But yeah, it was knowledgeable, but it was shocking in my behalf because, bro, I don't know about that stuff, bro.
Yeah, and it's a always ongoing thing. Like for me, I remember when I went to. I forgot when it was, but essentially like debating to myself, it was like a Mexican dude back in a Puerto Rican back in Buffalo, and I'm like, I think I heard him say nigga, and I was like, damn, like should I press him about it? Like I've gone through moments like that, so that's where I agree with you from that perspective of like, do you let how much of it, and I think I know some black people that go through this in general, how much of it in regards to like defending the blackness goes, right? For something like that, the most common one is like somebody saying nigga that shouldn't be saying nigga, right? Mm-hmm. And now you're like, how do I go out of my way to like press this person, or do I even give a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, am I willing to fight this motherfucker for this word that for me, like you said, there's no history of slavery that I know of in my family. So it's like, nigga to me is just, a form of endearment, like taking the word back, as they say.
Yeah.
But like if somebody else says it now, like, do I fight it in that sense? Like, you're not allowed to say that, right? Yeah. Obviously, the most easiest form is a white person saying that. You say somebody that's white that says that shit, yeah, you press them, right? But for me, it's like these other mixes and cultures and stuff, you know what I mean? And I've pressed some people about it, but then at the end, I'm just like, okay, like, how much of it is because I know the history and like I know it, or I'm just it's pride. I'm trying to protect myself from somebody trying to disrespect me, because you know how it is. Like somebody, you know what I'm saying? Somebody pass by and say some shit like that. Now you gotta.
Nobody has ever done that to me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let you know right now, you do like a lot of niggas try you though.
No. I mean, I just spoke about that in the beginning of the pod.
Yeah, I could tell.
Because
if a white man saying nigga to you, they try you, and you allow it.
And they gonna be asleep.
No. They gonna go home and take their rest and sleep like they do every day. I don't know if you
don't put that into the universe. But for me, I don't even want to be in that situation, right? Mm-hmm. So like, but the because yeah, man, I sometimes I flash out on Aziz, man, and the Unchained part comes out.
Let's not get
the Unchained part. But, deep conversation here at OU Series, but in general. It is deep because you just found out who you are as a person at the age of 31. It's deep.
No, yeah, that too. But because that's not even that. I just be feeling bad for like black people that think I'm black. I'm not black, bro. I'm sorry.
You keep saying it that way.
I'm African American.
Yeah, there is. I remember, bro. I'll share the story and we'll move on. I was in a principal office. I'm in the office. Got in trouble. Back in McKinley, one of my homies come in. He's in trouble. So
you want to look tough, I guess.
Listen. No. It has nothing to be toughness. He come in. You talking about because I'm in a principal office? That's crazy, man. My man's come in, hood dude. We grew up in the same area. Yeah, what's up, man?
Hood dude, yep.
Again, but your bitch got me tight. Blah blah blah. Right? We both in trouble. Yeah, they call my dad. Dad comes in. I'm like, oh, what's up, Mr. Rich or whatever. Walk one of that fuck up and you started speaking heavy patois Jamaican, bro, going crazy. I look at it, I go, what the fuck? I go, you Jamaican? Say, yeah, my parents is from here. I'm like, how you never, because I've always been in tune with my culture. So when someone said where I'm from, I'm Kenyan. I used to claim Somali people because I've been around so many Somali people. Right? I'm here from here. Here's my name. I'm Muslim. Like I've always had that experience, and this is where diaspora come in, right? I don't know if you've ever heard that term of not knowing your history or where your people come from, right?
Oh, I'm diaspora.
So I'm hearing this dude. Yeah.
I'm diaspora.
So no, you're not. So because you literally know you're from Somaliland, but I'm hearing this dude, dad, going off in Jamaica, like the most heaviest accent I've ever heard in my life. But that variation is what you're talking about. It's like there's a point of where someone doesn't know their culture. So they're the Black American version of that, and then there's the version where you know where you're from and you rep where you're from, and it's just like some homies that start speaking, Nigerian. Afrobeats is popular now, and somebody will come out of nowhere and start speaking in Igbo or whatever, and you're just like, oh shit. Yeah. It's like So anyways, I just want to mention that, but there is a difference. So when you say I'm not black, I'm. Yeah. You got to reference. You got to make it make sense.
Yeah. So
because I know you think we don't got a lot of listeners. But people listen to this and
so let's get back to the tough story. So when you found out that nigga dad was Jamaican, you bullied that nigga to bring you beef patties every day, huh?
Nah.
Beat that nigga ass, huh? You wanted that oxtail.
That wasn't a beef patty. I'm actually gonna take my black.
All right, you hungry? You hungry? All right, I know when it comes to food.
Nah, I never had oxtails. Have you had oxtails?
Yes, I had oxtails. I went to Jamaica, brother.
I've never had oxtails.
It was a fun.
I need it, but then again, I'm in Oregon, so.
Everything's
I can't say that. There's probably a fire spot in Oregon.
But
all right, man. That was a good topic. That was a good conversation. Shout out to Dr. Umar. I've always learned a lot listening to him too. And shout out to Ish, man, to stand in that heat. But I can't believe he let Dr. Umar say his girl was derived from slavery because she was Portuguese. Like I wouldn't let that slide.
Ish agreed, actually.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But I don't know the Portuguese history. There's too much history out here.
Portuguese, biggest. Yeah,
I ain't got that time, bro.
I
don't even know Portuguese on the map.
I feel you. I feel you.
Shout out to y'all.
All right, let's move on. Anything you want to add on to just a generic topic?
No, let's get to the real talk. The real nigga. It's real nigga season. It's the most non-Super Bowl win we ever had. Niggas carry this shit like it's a trophy. Shit is scaring me. But yo, let's talk about it. There's a new MVP in town. We had the conversation last week. Real good podcast last week. If you listen, go listen to episode 77. But we had the podcast episode last week talk about whoever won that game, MVP was coming out of. It was more bigger than who was the best team because that was the hype on the whole joint. But you know what I mean? I'm a big Ravens guy, big Lamar guy. I gotta start acting like I'm a Ravens fan. Did you know Joe Flacco was the quarterback that Lamar was backing up? Bitch ass nigga. Fuck that nigga, yo. I'm scared of that nigga now, by the way. Cleveland's the most scariest team in the league right now.
The boys looking good.
Ooh, man.
Amari Cooper looking like Randy Moss.
Nah, don't do that.
What?
Amari Cooper.
No, I'm just saying, like, that game he had. Come on, you know.
All right, but yeah, so Lamar and the boys put the spanking on them boys. Coming into the game, 5.5 underdogs, which is mad disrespectful. I know you don't bet but I'm a sports betting guy now. But 5.5 underdogs. But the real story I want to talk about before we talk about Lamar is the quarterback for the 49ers. Have we ever seen somebody fumble the bag like he did? Because I don't know if you know, his contract is nothing.
Yeah. So, he got there's high school and college players making more money than him.
Now I didn't know that until like yesterday. Now, how much money you think he fumbled for not securing that MVP that day?
A lot.
I think everything.
But I think I truly believe they knew that. Like Richard Sherman talked about how when they got down in the game, they didn't let this dude throw the ball past 20, 30 yards. Like it was, you know what I mean? It was they wasn't letting him create that opportunities when they were losing. Like they didn't let him the plays calling. Well, it was a wrap, but they still had opportunity to climb back. And with playmakers that they have, it can happen in 2 seconds. You know that. Like I don't think you can make that argument even if you're a Ravens fan. Like they got playmakers no matter what. But they didn't even let him open up past of what they were doing. So to answer your question, I think they know what they have, and they just realize more in that situation that potentially they're going to need to salvage that.
I would lean towards your way because that's my first 49ers game I watch. I would lean towards your way because I never seen somebody throw a pick and 7 teammates is coming up there to encourage you. I never seen no shit like that. The quarterback is supposed to be the leader. But they look like they carrying this nigga to the fucking finals. Like this nigga is handicapping us. Excuse my language about that, but I'm like, yo, bro, this nigga was about to win MVP of the league. Yeah. His stats looking fucking credible. But, bro, he just fumbled it, and he is no longer not even in the run-ins. Nigga, they thinking, is the 49ers going to get past the Eagles now because of this? Because his confidence is going to be so shot. And he faced Washington. I really want to watch that game, and I have no reason to watch it. But, yeah, it secured Lamar for another MVP. 2-time MVP, Lamar Jackson. Sounds wonderful, but does sound scary. Because now it's a lot of pressure on the Ravens, which was under for the Ravens really was under
flying under the radar. Yeah,
they was the underrated.
It's the best feeling. I told you.
They've been the underrated. Even they was the best team or winning, have the best record. Did nobody give a fuck about the Ravens? They always was putting doubt on them. But now let's get to Lamar Jackson. The niggas was hating on Lamar in the first quarter. In the group chat. What the fuck was going on? I was like, yo. And I'm like, all right, my niggas hating on Lamar because they know I like Lamar.
Yeah.
But I think niggas was, and then the world hates on Lamar low key. We had this argument. You think Lamar is the most hated quarterback? You say no?
Define hate.
Niggas always find a point to shit on him. There's never a point where it's, oh, he's amazing. Or like, if you ask 10 people, incredible.
I disagree. I think people do. I just think you're aligning it with the wrong situation. Now, he does have, you know, individuals that really don't fuck with him. That is for sure true.
Yeah.
But I think the consensus is Lamar is top 3 quarterback in the league. Like, the only issues with him was his injury flaw. Like, that's the biggest thing.
Okay,
So like, I've never.
So who do you think would be the most hated quarterback?
The most hated?
Yeah, the most hated.
Everyone always think their quarterback is the most hated. Like, I think Josh Allen, like, people hate Josh Allen. Like, they do not think he deserves the credit he gets. Like, anytime I see somebody show any love, but that's my algorithm, right? I'm looking at Josh Allen,
Maybe that's true, because I would say the opposite. I think everybody loves Josh.
I know. We've had this debate before. It was the same thing when the Bills was going crazy, and then I would go, yeah, like, people really don't like the Bills winning. And you go, what do you mean? Like, everything I see was that they love the Bills. It goes that way. But I think the only real knock on Lamar is that he just never finishes the season. Mm-hmm. And like, so you get nervous in that sense where it's like, same thing with Tua. Like, Tua and Lamar balling out, and they're just like, yeah, Tua won.
I would give
the
Tua
knock
the most
was injury. Injury. And then on top of that, it's like, oh, he not shit with Hill. And then when he went off without Hill, they say, it's the Jets. So like, it always happens in that perspective. And I
Tua
think
is the most hated because they want him to retire. Because he got hit by his head hit.
Yeah, and now he's looking really good. He's looking healthy, thank goodness. Last year was really, really terrible for him. But I think from what you're talking about, this year is a unique year. Like, there's not a quarterback out there that's playing his ass off with a winning record that doesn't have a blemish on him. Like, Prescott was on top with the top 2 before the Bills dismantled them, and it became a well-known thing that they can't play a lick of football outside of their home. Purdy, you talked about Purdy, 4 interceptions, got his ass destroyed. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing ghosts out there. Josh Allen was slowly creeping in.
I feel bad for him. I ain't gonna, that's the biggest takeaway from that. Nobody's talking about. I feel bad for Purdy, bro. Because if he would have had a good game and just lost,
yeah,
we might still have this debate.
It'd been all right. But his knock has always been what the debate that Cam Newton started was that he's a game manager, and people were really annoyed by that. But it's true. Like, they just thought it was a negative connotation on what a game manager is, and he is. Like, he got the players around him, and the guy
by pick 2, the what you call it, the broadcast switched on his ass. Oh, they went crazy on his ass.
1,000%. They knew it.
They showed the graphic where the ball goes behind the line of scrimmage for 5 yards, and they take it for 40. He's leads in that, like, the number one. I'm like, yo, they wilding now. You can't be doing this.
Yeah, because numbers don't lie, and Purdy's numbers was very, very pretty. But what happens is...
No, numbers do lie. That's what I learned this week. Numbers do lie.
That's a great point. It can lie, but his fault was that when shit went... Any good quarterback, when shit goes to hell, you go... Say what you want about Josh Allen. When shit is not going right, he will find a way to stretch a play, make
Game
something
changer.
happen. Like, he put the ball in his hand. Like, do not Purdy. It was like, where is CMC? Where's Debo? Like, there was one play he threw to Debo because Debo was going off that play.
He threw it right back.
Was like, fuck it. he said Debo there somewhere, and it exposed him. So the argument this week in which you're talking about, you feel like Lamar is really hated on, is Lamar numbers isn't the most prettiest. But this brings up the good old argument of the NFL. What the fuck is an MVP?
Can we kill the debate that a running back and a receiver's gonna get it? That shit don't happen.
This is the part that I get annoyed.
Yeah.
Because I truly believe Christian McCaffrey should get it.
It's not happening.
I know it's not going to happen, but that's my saying. So we get back to the point of what the hell is an MVP, right? Mm-hmm. Because if we're talking about beautiful numbers and playmakers and whatever, Josh Allen is leading 40 touchdowns. He's also leading interceptions, but there's the next person that's in MVP racing. I think Lamar's 3 interceptions behind. So like, is it the numbers? Is it perfection? Is it the record? Josh, I think I'm a butcher it. It's anywhere. I think he got like 15, 16 or some shit like that.
Lamar
got like, what do you say?
He got 7 picks.
Yeah, but then he got like 21 touchdowns thrown.
No, he has 10 fumbles. They count that as turnovers?
I know that, but I'm saying his
he only has 19 touchdowns passing.
But so that's where it gets tricky.
Yeah.
So the debate here is like, what are we looking at?
I watched Lamar games. Those is his stats.
See, but here's where you win me over. I also watched Lamar play.
Mm-hmm.
And the difference in regards to what makes him MVP is a lot of his characteristics, which this is the reason why I throw Josh Allen there. But the only reason why Josh Allen loses the argument is the record. Like, you're not going to be MVP with the record, and that's why people are saying like Josh Allen is catching up there. And I do think, and this is why I made the argument, if Josh Allen wins out, but the problem is Lamar's going to win out too. So and he win the fucking AFC, then it doesn't matter. And that's the reason why I think Lamar will win it if he wins out. And obviously I want him to win it because I need him to beat Miami.
Trap game.
It is a trap game, but it's a weird year. And this argument always comes up. What the fuck is an MVP? Is it someone you can't lose out of that team? Purdy, you could take Purdy out. And it's happened last year when they were talking about all the injuries they had last year. Them boys went all the way with, I think, 5 quarterbacks injured. They didn't have anyone. Garoppolo, everybody was hurt. Everybody.
Purdy was hurt? You said it again?
Purdy got hurt in the NFC. I want to say NFC Championship. Yeah. So like they lost everything in that sense. But they got playmakers, and then when they needed a quarterback, like you said, you got people coming to him. Hey, you got a big dog.
That's
as a quarterback, a leader of the team,
you
going to everybody
they
else
saying
saying
up everything for him that day, bro.
Yeah. So
I think to me, I feel you with the numbers. I would still say Lamar with those numbers is easily MVP. I don't even put Josh nowhere near. I think Josh has had a horrible year. His stats is good, but that's why his stats is good, because the team needs to win, and they keep on going to close games. You need to score TDs in close games. That's the reason why he has 40 TDs.
Logically, that makes sense.
It's the record, like you said. Yeah, but then there's 2 games Lamar didn't even play the whole fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. He didn't play the Lions game. He didn't play the Seattle game.
Yeah.
The first 5 games, they had the new offensive coordinator. Them niggas played like shit. They barely scored points. That's why they say, you see his stats from week 7 or week 6 is because they started clicking. But Lamar never played bad, except for week 1 in the Pittsburgh game. And the other thing is, the Ravens always been leading by double digits in the fourth quarter, bro. Every game. Lamar never had to do a comeback. They lost the game. The game they lost to Cleveland, they came back out of nowhere and won at the end. They lost. They trailed. If you look at their trail time, they never trailed, basically. So your stats not gonna never look good if your team ain't bad.
Numbers can lie. Numbers can make it flaw, because I understand your perspective. It just comes down to what does valuable means in the NFL, and like if we're looking at numbers, then Christian McCaffrey he's valuable.
He's valuable, but man, they got a lot of other players.
Playmakers, if you're looking at what happens when that player is gone off that team, you can make that argument for a lot of people. So it's tricky. But I in this moment where we are right now, I do think Lamar is ahead of the MVP race. And this is the reason why they switched on Purdy so much, is because you had to argue his point because the numbers was looking pretty and fluffy. But then you throw 4 interception against a good team that's everyone is saying the Super Bowl preview.
Yep.
You shit the bed against a really good defense, and then on top of that, you can't manage or control the game afterwards. God. But most people already called it. It's just the debate was. But look at his numbers.
Yeah. They called it, but also, it was like, bro, it was a lot of hype for that team, though. Even I was a little nervous. I was like, let's see.
Still is. It still is. I think they're still going to win the NFC. Eagles isn't looking eagle-ish. Their defense is garbage.
I think that game fucked them up, bro.
Cowboys have to play at home, or it's over for them. They go on the road. We see what happens. So I've never seen kryptonite like that. that stadium.
They just face good teams, bro.
They must eat hot wings on the sideline. They must got AC heat on the turf. Something in that arena is like something. They must got strippers.
But I was scared of that team, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. The way the 49ers, the way they was hyping them boys up.
But they're good. That does not take away how good they are. The problem is you need a game changer. The quarterback is touching the ball. This is the reason why, to your argument, quarterbacks always win MVP.
Yeah, it's not happening.
They are touching the ball every single play.
They're the team.
And
bro.
If you got somebody like Purdy that's seeing a top-notch defense, I just listened to Patrick Queen and what's his name? Brahman. What's his name? Your number 0, your linebacker.
Smith.
Raekwon Smith. I saw a clip of him. It's a funny game until you get between them lines. I say, yo.
Oh yeah, when he pulled the team back, he's like, yo, stop talking. We talk with our pass. I said,
listen. And you talking about Purdy seeing him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some good.
And then Fred Warner, and then you on your defense is on the field all day, and you're going against Lamar. And Lamar running 75%, 65% speed. He wasn't even going running fast in that game.
He don't run fast.
Like,
oh shit. No more.
They said a ref was the best defender on that field. So
yo, shout out to that.
Shout out to them.
That nigga was smiling. His face was clean as hell. He got a facial that day, bro.
It's funny. They put you out of your character in the group chat though. They had you going crazy in the group chat.
Oh no, that was another thing. So niggas shitted on him early, right? But I'm like, oh, these niggas don't watch Lamar. This is a solid. Yo, he didn't even play bad. Yeah. Like it was not even playing bad. I'm like, yo, what's going on? He didn't even play bad. And then 2 minutes later, quiet, sleep, knocked out. I ain't even seen nobody. Nobody finished the game. Ain't nobody talking. Niggas fell asleep. But I was
because I was sparking it in the other group chat, going off on them that night.
No, that wasn't that night. Was it? Oh yeah, you did go off on that. Yeah, you went crazy too.
You couldn't.
But yes. And then the other argument in the group chat, Lamar has weapons. Now, do you think Lamar has weapons now? Because does he think Lamar has weapons, bro?
This is another good old debate. It's the Tom Brady. It's the LeBron James. It's the do they make these people better? Like Gibson. Where's Gibson after he left like LeBron? Like it when you are playing with a really good player.
Yeah, he lost.
You lost.
You mean Boobie Gibson?
What's his name? Boobie Gibson. Come on.
Lamar got more weapons than that.
No. But it's the argument is does this player has players or do they make them good, so good that you think these dudes are nice, and then they go to a different team and you're like, yo, whatever happened to them, right?
Yeah.
So with Lamar, it's the same argument. Lamar is so good that essentially you gotta be making these plays with somebody. I think that's what the argument Mustafa was making. You're not winning all these games with just you. You're not scoring all these, and Lamar's not even running as much as he used to. You're making these plays with somebody. Now, just because they're not big names like Deebo Samuels, like Henderson, like Chase, like all of these big names, that doesn't make them scrubs. But is Lamar that good that these dudes is nice? I don't know. What's your argument?
No, when we're saying he doesn't have a weapon, he doesn't have a star wide receiver. And if your argument is Zay Flowers is a rookie, so Jefferson was a rookie, Chase was a rookie. No, we talking about A.J. Brown. He doesn't have Hurst and A.J. Brown. He doesn't have Tua and Tyreek Hill. He doesn't have Allen and Diggs. There's many. You call I don't call Debo a star, but you could kid. Who's the other wide receiver? They're not stars to me, but they're good players. He doesn't have a CeeDee Lamb and Dak. That's not happening over there. That's what I'm trying to say. He doesn't have a star wide receiver.
Odell.
He got us.
He got us.
But he changed the locker room. Fuck it. That's what we go with. He changed the locker room, bro.
That's true. But I didn't know M&T Arena looked like that.
We don't know what he gonna do in the playoffs, so I don't give a fuck. I'm okay with Odell. Yeah. He's the only one that wanted to come. Fuck it.
Yeah, he probably sparked it. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah.
But then but that's why I'm saying Lamar does it everything. But the one thing Baltimore has, he does have Mark Andrews. That was his weapon.
Yeah.
And he's still been balling out without Mark Andrews, which is crazy because Likely became
That's a good point.
Very likely. So shout out to Likely. He's athletic as well. Shout out to Likely. My thing is Lamar won an MVP. If he wins this game in Miami, he still might not win it though.
Yeah.
If he loses this game.
I need him to win it. I need him to win.
Why? Oh, for the Bills? Oh no, he's losing for y'all niggas. For sure. For y'all niggas talking shit like that.
I need him to win that.
He's losing for y'all niggas. Bro.
That's why I was quiet. I didn't know. I didn't understand the argument. I'm like, we need this dude y'all talking shit about.
I was great. That's what I was saying. I said, yo, y'all need him next week. Yo, relax.
We need him to be Miami. Bills, on the other hand, tight one against the Chargers, but we made it out. Doesn't matter. We're in the playoffs.
That would have been a problem. Say that Josh Allen went crazy that game. And blew him out.
Yeah.
That's why I said Josh Allen. That's the same thing I said on the pod last week.
Yeah.
I said if Josh Allen had 3 undeniable question games, then maybe you can run for MVP.
Yeah, but then we still we play. Listen, I don't really care. You know me. I'm trying to go under the radar until we go to the Super Bowl.
Josh needs MVP. By his career is over, he needs the MVP.
I don't.
For what they rep him as, you need an MVP.
Sure. But I think if
maybe this is the year because Mahomes is shitty. Maybe that's why people. I guess.
Not really. Everyone is really not playing well. Like,
but if he played well, he gets on.
The only one that had the most beautiful stats, again, people were arguing for was Purdy because he had the top notch in every fucking category.
But no, I'm saying Mahomes is such a star. If he played even decent, he automatically gets it, right? Usually. If their team was number one, right?
No.
Nah, he not Curry? He not them? LeBron? No.
No, because he actually, no, I'll take that back.
Yeah,
you're
they
right.
love Mahomes.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. I just forget. He's they're just so bad this year. I forgot about him. But I don't at this point of Josh Allen career. Sure, it would be nice to get an MVP, but I think they are against the ropes. If I was gonna text it in the group chat, I love Sean McDermott. If they would have lost against the Chargers, and let's just say we never made it into the playoffs, he would have got fired. They would have got rid of him. I know. I've been saying keep him. I've been saying he's been doing something good. But you tell me you win a really good game against the Cowboys and then you lose against. Now, I don't blame him because, again, we talk about trap games. We talk about playing for a coach coming off. I know they ain't like that other coach they got rid of.
Oh, they was happy. They was happy. No, what the nigga said? The nigga said, oh, yeah, this is definitely not the defense they was running last week.
Oh, my God. Bro, day and night. But it's like that. I said that when he had Mike Williams play last year in a game they didn't need, and Mike Williams got hurt, and they didn't have him in the playoffs. I'm like, what kind of coach is this?
Who is Mike Williams?
Mike Williams is somehow would argue
Bro, did you see that graphic? How much money he's making?
Mike Williams, he's injury prone. That's the reason why.
Bro, I gotta watch
big.
His
He will never finish a year. He never finishes a year.
Right, well,
that's why it was such a big deal.
Herbert has Keenan Allen. Bro, these weapons is ridiculous, bro. You see Baker with Mike Evans?
And the funny part is Keenan going crazy, and they talking about he old.
Bring his
I feel bad for these players, bro. Like how you have a great year and they tell. But anyways, yeah, I'm glad because man, if he would have dropped that ball, they would have definitely moved on with him. But
I forgot how close that game was because it was on Saturday. But
it was very close. It was very close.
Bills face New England this week. They're definitely
New England this week. We got them at home too. They beat us last time though.
That's why they smacked
Mac Jones.
That's why they smacked.
Yeah, they had Mac Jones look like I don't even know. He was looking amazing.
But Bills clinch if they win.
If we win and in a couple of losses, we clinch a playoff spot.
Oh, they need somebody else to lose? Okay.
Yeah, we need. It's one of those things. But I mean, obviously, we control our destiny. We win out, we're definitely in. But the most important one, y'all beat Miami, and we face them last game of the season.
And then y'all jump.
We win that, we jump them.
That's crazy.
We win.
That's what I'm saying. Tua not even talking about MVP, but I see why.
Yeah. So they got a lot, but we're playing in their home. So listen, I'm just glad we're finally in the playoff picture. We just got to finish off, but I think we're still dangerous once we get in. And I think a lot of people know that. So it is what it is. I'm also happy to see Patrick Mahomes play.
You are extremely happy. You made me seem like if they was going to lose, the Bills take their spot. I was mad confused why you was so happy, bro.
Yeah, I'm happy. By the way, they are not looking good as losers. Oh, my God. Them boys are self-imploding.
You won, too.
Listen, I won before we got to that point, but I'm very surprised that these boys is that pouty that they're losing.
Another argument for Lamar. They talk about he don't have KC wide receivers. He been having KC wide receivers since he got in his career, and he never looked bad as Mahomes. Mahomes look like he don't know how to play football.
That's why I don't like this argument. My biggest argument, I'm tight that they're not. See, this is when you win me with the black everything. How they not trying to act like Eric Bieniemy is not a reason why they're losing?
Because he had Washington,
is pissing me off. Washington.
He should have never fucking took that job.
No, but he had to. He had no choice. But Washington, despite them being shitty, their defense is garbage. Their offenses be balling. You see my boy Brian Robinson. They play well.
They didn't have the quarterback.
Sam Howell, I think he's maybe second in leading yardage thrown.
Stats lie.
Say what you want to say, but he balling, and I'm just annoyed that they saying that they're acting like his receivers. That's where I agree with you, because I'm not trying to hear that. We only got no receivers.
Oh no, he don't got no receivers, bro.
Nah, fuck that. I'm not sure.
Bro, they lost 2 games because niggas dropped the ball.
They
lost another game. The Bills.
The same players they had last year.
They lost the game with the niggas sitting off all sides. Yo, these niggas ass. No, niggas is ass.
They ass, but that does not mean they don't have receivers. They losing off of dumb shit.
Dropping the ball is dumb shit?
Yeah, because your argument is your argument is
no, I don't go for you. Can't drop the ball.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, the niggas all sides, and Kelsey is terrible. That's the real problem. Kelsey's horrible.
Hey.
But he's famous, right?
Anyways.
GQ Man of the Year.
Let's say that Taylor Swift effect is real.
I guess
you ain't
so.
gonna see her around an NFL locker room ever again. Shout out to her. What do we else we got? So shout out to them. Hopefully we win. Speaking of Raiders and Kansas, the real question I got is Max Crosby black or is he white? Or is he interracial? Because man, oh man, boy.
Yeah, he's bugging. He's bugging.
Is he?
No, he's bugging.
See, this is where I agree when you say I'm African. Because that man a nigga on the field.
Nah, he got to go.
Yeah, that's probably the top 5 funniest comments I saw this year, man.
He got to go.
But, I'll say one thing, though. He nasty, though. I be watching his films.
I hate all
I don't know where he get his stamina.
I hate him. I need the Ravens to win this week because they face TJ Watt next week. You do not want to be playing a game against these white D linemen. Dumb niggas be getting a black quarterback anytime.
They put the battery
TJ Watt and that Max Crosby dude.
Who you guys faced the last few games?
We just faced Miami and Steelers. Which is the AFC North. Nobody won the AFC North game.
Miami. We
got to be Miami.
Lamar is not making it to the playoffs.
Basically.
I got TJ Watt, the last game of the season. And it might be facing for a playoff spot.
It don't matter if they face the playoffs. They trying to get their coach to have a good record for the end of the year.
Oh, yeah. That's the funny.
They always play hard.
That's funny as hell.
But,
all right, man.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, no, man. I'm good.
Max Crosby shit was a joke shit, but it's hilarious.
Get his ass off the field, bro.
The only thing I have left here, couple of things. One, I just want to say how fucking annoying Aaron Rodgers is. I've always seen people not like Aaron Rodgers for so long, and I'm starting to see why now that he is in the AFC East. Aaron Rodgers' Achilles injury, bad one, popped it. First game, 15 seconds in, you see it right through his socks. Shit look terrible. The rest of the year, the whole year, these boys are scrubs, right? Mm-hmm. And all they keep telling me is Aaron is going to return.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to return in the fastest pace in the injured for that type of injury ever. Oh, he's plowing the ball. He threw it 50 yards today and I keep thinking like, why the fuck we care, right?
Yeah.
Why in the world do we care? Listen, I never played at the highest level in football.
No, we know.
But I can tell you one thing. I know for sure for some of these folks that is fighting for a spot in the league, how important it is to have one. News dropped this week. I don't know the player's name. He basically leaves. They cut this dude for Aaron Rodgers to be on the team. 50 whatever roster.
Yeah, it's part of the game.
Huh?
Part of the game.
Huh?
He wanted to practice with the team.
Huh? What the fuck is they talking about?
They need him.
And they went out of their way to say he's not gonna play. What? And listen, I started watching a lot of these sports. I've never been to ESPN. I just don't watch a lot of those. You know what I mean? I'm a podcast guy, but I'm watching The Herd, and I forgot the dude from The Herd, and he breaking it down perfectly. He basically in the same realm I'm in, where Aaron Rodgers crave for attention, and he has to make it about him, and his buy-in to keep Salah around is that they keep teasing that he has this miraculous comeback when there's really no point to bring it up at all. And they brought up Kirk Cousins got the same injury. Kirk Cousins is at home with the kids playing with the dog. You ain't hear about Kirk Cousins since his injury. And you got Aaron Rodgers on every game, every sideline, every point on Pat McAfee. And it just annoys me. It's like, bro, shut up and sit down, bro.
You want me to why you should shut the fuck up?
Tell me.
All right, Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl MVP, 4-time MVP. God damn. 4-time MVP.
Hey.
4-time first-time all. Yo, what?
Hey, I just got the name of this podcast.
What?
Numbers lie. All right.
Yo,
numbers lie.
Never mind.
All right, talk about callback.
This nigga numbers is crazy.
Listen, his numbers is crazy. But and I watch Hard Knocks. And by the way, Hard Knocks put the battery in my back. Every fucking episode, he damn near was hosting the whole
He's
Hard
a star.
Knocks. I never see some shit like this.
He's a fucking star. That's what I'm trying to get to the point.
There was one fucking episode preseason. Robert Saleh. Hey, we're going to start the big man this week. Hey, what's the name? Quinn. He gonna play? Yeah, we're going to keep him short, but he playing. Like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, act like a grown ass man, bro.
Yo, he backed up for a couple of years. Did you know that? 4 years? 3 years, actually.
Yes, before he got in, what's his name? Favre was still there, bro.
Yeah, so he still got years left. Yeah, he's coming back.
Bro, listen.
Yeah, put him on practice squad. He's coming back.
It annoys the fuck out of me seeing that shit, man.
I'm mad he got hurt because, like, if listeners don't know, I know I said I wasn't pro-black, but I am pro-black. I don't watch white quarterbacks. So it would have been a privilege to finally watch Aaron Rodgers because I'm not watching Green Bay Packers.
Rewind that because you try to get us canceled. Stop. You got to listen to the words you say. What do you mean? You didn't say you're not pro-black.
What I said? I said I wasn't black.
You just said you learning about cultural perspectives and different norms. Like you talking about I'm not pro-black, huh?
All right. I'm not in the pros and I don't play and I'm black. All right, yo, it's 2 a.m. Listen,
finish your point.
What I'm saying is I don't watch white quarterbacks. Like that's one of my pet peeves. I will if I draft the Aaron Rodgers in fantasy now. That's what that shit got me doing. But if A-Rod would have played this year and if he would have played raw as fuck,
yeah,
that's all he had to do for me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, but look at his stats. This nigga has a Hall of Fame career, bro. He can do the fuck he want. Get that fucking fullback off the field. Go fucking.
I guess. That nigga
ride a bike.
I'm a laugh my ass off when he go do Wheel of Fortune and leave the NFL. Them boys.
No, I watched that Pat McAfee on ESPN. Bro, that nigga come back next year. He made it seem like nigga it's over. I'm about to shit on the whole league.
But he can leave on the fly. They don't play about these old quarterbacks. You see what they doing, Russell Wilson.
Yeah, we get to that too if you want to get to Russell Wilson.
But he got Sierra. He got Sierra.
Yo, so Russell Wilson is still getting paid. Because, Wes.
He's getting his bread, bro. They just don't want him to get more bread in case of an injury, which is the weirdest thing in the world.
When a Wes writes a paragraph.
Yeah.
Bro, he takes us back years. Like, this nigga he shows what high school I went to. He shows all the education we learned. Mm-hmm. Boy, reading I thought Russell Wilson got raped.
Yeah.
They stole his uniform.
Yeah.
They changed the lock on the door.
Yeah.
I go do my research. That nigga got paid $124 million for 2 years.
They make it seem like something bad happened to him.
Bro, that nigga, he robbed the shit out of Denver, bro.
Yeah.
Got them niggas. Yeah. And they made a great decision. The greatest decision.
Yeah.
Why would they keep playing that old ass nigga? Even though his numbers lie. He plays like shit. They run the ball.
That put. It's funny because they matched up the stats. He got the same stats this year as Patrick Mahomes, basically.
Numbers lie. The story that's the pocket. Numbers lie. Cortland's son owns all his stats. Saving his ass. Tiptoeing everywhere. Catching the ball in his head.
Yeah, but now we gotta see because now I don't know if because they paid this second string because they talked about in the offseason when they paid the second string a lot of money. And it was like, why are you paying a backup quarterback that much?
Oh, they already knew the plan.
And it come to fruition. But now the head coach is putting himself it's the same thing with Sean McDermott, what they said, like where he's running out of people to blame, right? Because, damn, why am I forgetting our defensive coordinator from last year? Black coach. Frazier, they put him on a little pause, and then obviously we got rid of our offensive coordinator. But it's the same thing for Sean Payton. Now you get rid of
Buffalo. Fuck.
Yeah. You get rid of your top quarterback because you're saying he's to blame, and then if nothing turns around, shit.
Oh no,
what you want? They look better
said the
this
opposite.
Year, so.
They said the opposite. It finally gets Sean Payton in control. This is what he's in control of everything.
All right.
And that's the one thing I hate. I hate these old ass coaches. Old coaches is trash. Bill Belichick.
Well, you didn't like him because all it's the same thing I was saying about Aaron Rodgers. They were showing him a lot of love in the offseason.
They made it, bro. I was like, where is this coach from? Though they made it seem like he was the greatest coach since Belichick, bro. This nigga had Drew Bledsoe, won 1 Super Bowl, and everything else was a good record. This nigga not Mike Tomlin.
I feel you.
This nigga sucks.
They was talking about like giving up draft picks. That was the first time I ever heard that shit for a
coach.
Bro,
they pay that nigga millions and millions. He probably has stock in the fucking franchise. In the career, that nigga suck, bro. He suck.
Anyways,
Belichick suck. Sean McDermott, how old is he? He about to go in that comment too.
Nah, we're good. We're gonna make it to the playoffs and we're gonna go on a run.
Yes, they are.
Gonna look back.
Yes, they are.
They're gonna go. That's crazy. We never thought this would have happened.
Yeah,
Only problem is I'm gonna
wish,
my vacation.
Bro. I wish they could go under the radar like the Ravens, but no, bro. The Bills win one game. Them commentaries, love them niggas. They said,
"Oh no, it's wild." But
it's all.
This is why I said people hate Josh Allen shit. It's like, what? So listen. I'm in the like I said. For me, I hope they go under the radar for the rest of the year. So we'll see.
It's not happening. But it all stems from that 17 seconds game, bro. That put Allen on the map.
13 seconds.
13 seconds. Yeah, my bad. That put Allen on the map. That put the Buffalo Bills on the map. For sure.
Yeah, nothing put me in deep depression like that shit. I always, once in a while, I'll go back and watch the highlight. And I forgot how much, I forgot Gabe had 4 touchdowns that game. That's
when I found out Gabe. I thought Gabe was the greatest wide receiver in the world. Gabe's stats is ridiculous, by the way.
He has potential.
I think he has the potential.
Yeah.
And he's an amazing blocker. I know Mustafa was laughing at me. He's an amazing blocker.
It's true though. That's what that's what they love him for.
Bro, that nigga can block, bro.
And then you saw what happened a week ago with what's his name, Pickens, whatever his name is,
that
Seattle,
matters. That matters.
Or Steelers.
Bro,
it does matter. You moving out the way for you. What?
That's
not championship like. Your teammate ain't gonna trust you, nothing. And then he went off the next week. He thought he was the shit. So
man, NFL's is kicking up, bro. NFL's kicking up. Cleveland Browns is the most scariest team in the NFL and the AFC. I do not want to face them boys.
Flacco's rejuvenated. That's how just like how they say when them girls go get they you know what I'm saying they Vagine rejuvenated and shit. Put some steam on that shit or whatever.
Oh yeah,
that's what he did.
Yeah, you different. You be going to the clinic.
I'm in the suburbs. They got one down the block. Pussy rejuvenation.
They're winning now too. So yeah, it's a wrap, man.
Yeah, we got.
Before you leave, bro, if the Ravens
What's the score?
Bro, it's 34-20. If the Ravens lose out, Cleveland get the division.
34-20 who?
Cleveland.
Spanking on who they playing again?
The Jets. Yeah, I know.
But they put 34 on the joint?
Bro, they got Flacco gang, bro.
Flacco going crazy.
I don't want to look at the personal stats because fantasy's over.
All right, man.
Yeah, it's a wrap, bro.
I feel like we gave him a lot.
We ain't give him enough.
Episode 78, numbers lie.
You wanna wrap it up? No, you don't. You want to wrap it up with your fantasy take? We do have the championship, bro. They both listen. We should talk about them.
No, fuck them. Weak ass championship. I found out this week my brother-in-law has been lying to us, but been lying to me for 2 years. We find out he's been doubling as extra players and scamming. This is my theory, by the way. This is my conspiracy, is that Dr. Q is not only himself, but other players in the league. So essentially, the odds for him to make it to the playoff and the championship is higher because he is basically,
2 people. 3
or 2 other people. So last year, there was 2 white gentlemen in the name of, we don't know who the fuck they were. Never met them, never heard a lick of not even a word said to us during the year. Good luck, fellas. Good game, nothing. And, both of them end up winning the large pot. Dr. Q end up winning his money back because he ended up 3rd place. He beat me. And this year, there's a gentleman named Talk to Me Nice, claiming his name is Hassan or some shit like that. Never met this man. Hassan, never met this man. And guess what? Dr. Q and Hassan is in the championship. And he got us again. Got us again. So
he robbed us.
Shout out to him. He figured out a way to finesse us. Just like he finessed us when we were twerking at Burna Boy concert while he was getting TJ Hawkinson. And Karma got him because he lost TJ. I just hope my cousin Fee bring back the championship home.
Nah, it's a wrap for Fee.
It's not about. I gotta just find a way for Zach to lose. Like,
he not losing.
That's my championship.
Damn, I can't believe Zach lost and they still made it to the finals. Fee too. Fuck.
Yeah. So shout out to Fee. You know me, like I said, I love Fee, but he's not a good winner. But I need him to be Zach.
If he loses, he can't come home.
He can't come home. He's not allowed home.
So do you have a winner versus Q versus Q?
Q taking that. You
think Q taking it?
Because CMC is gonna bounce back. He gonna have the best game of the year. You saw they said like 80% of people that have Christian McCaffrey's in the playoffs or the championship. Yeah. But I think he gonna have a great game. The biggest player that Talk to Me Nice got really is Raheem. Raheem is his biggest cash cow.
Who's Raheem?
Mostert.
Oh, Miami. Oh, they playing Baltimore.
Yeah, so
over.
But if I were to look at the lineup, I think Dr. Q really got it.
But anyways, I don't see Talk to Me Nice, so I want Talk to Me Nice to win. If Dr. Q wins, he's gonna bring it up.
And Prescott is going back home. He's gonna have a lights out MVP game of the year.
Oh shit, you got this in the bag. Who's this? Dr. Q?
Yeah.
Damn, you've been looking at their lineups. I don't even know who they got now.
I already knew, bro.
Shout out to them boys, man. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Next year.
Congratulations to them.
I'm still not gonna be on your asses, but next year we'll see.
No, next year I feel like it's gonna be different because now we educated like a mug on this.
Facts. Yo, Flacco has 309, 3 TDs.
I don't really care, man. We in the playoff hunt, so it doesn't even matter. But we do play. The way the standings are right now, we do play Kansas.
That is first round pick next year.
Stupid as that. All right, man. You got anything else to add?
Nah, I love you, listeners. We really was about to skip this pod, and I'm glad we did. We got it out. I'm extremely tired. It's almost 3 a.m. around here.
Yo, stop lying.
We're gonna get the tea rolling and get the girls popping and twerking and you know what that Drake be saying on the end of the loops.
I don't know why you go out of your way to say to be someone you're not. Huh? Oh, got him.
Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah.
Anyways, if Rico said anything that sounded, derogatory or prejudice or stereotypical, he doesn't know what he be saying.
I definitely don't, especially
and I try to catch it in the moment.
I love everybody, bro.
Forgive him. English is not his first language.
It sure ain't.
We talk about MVP. He was the MVP of ESL at Riverside High School and ECC for 5 years running.
I thought I was gonna have a great Lamar debate, but I forgot you're not one of the people that was debating. I need to get one of them.
That is very true, but you was very, very excited to come on here. The problem is what we always say sometimes. It's like when you in an emotional state, take some time to think about what you're going to say before you say it.
No, it's
yesterday
over.
you was going to say some crazy shit.
My.
Yeah,
I had a book ready.
All.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm glad,
Yo, I think I taught you to start characterizing people, and you start doing that shit. Yeah, I fuck with you.
No. I've always said this. That you know this. I've always known myself.
Yeah, shout out to my nigga Brian Pumper.
Shout out to Brian Pumper. But as always, we laugh, we joke, but always serious. This is the OU Serious Podcast.
One love, y'all.
Love. Best actor in the world, Brian Pumper. Don't get it twisted.